To God, to God be the glory. Respected Reverend Dr. Rustam Kaiser Hind Jeffrey, DD PhD, Advisor International Mission Director. And everyday reading, pastor's writing today is a 81, portion 81. Revelation chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the word of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at end. And is writing Thyatira, the peril of the compromise. The longest of the 7 letters is written to the least important of the 7 cities, none that less the problem which faced Thyatira and that be danger which threatened it were those which were be universally involved in the possessions of the Christian in Asia. Thyatira lies in a long valley connecting the valley of the Hermos and that be Chios rivers through which the railway runs today, and it was the geographical position which gave its importance. Thyatira lay on the road which connected Pergamum with the Sardis and went on to the Philadelphia and to Laodicea, linking up with both Smyrna and Byzantium. That was the road by which the imperial post traveled, and it was crowded. The city was crowded with the commercial of the Asia and the East. Therefore, first and foremost, Thyatira was the great commercial town. Strategically, the importance of Thyatira was to be a getaway to Pergamum, the capital of the province. The first to be heard of Thyatira is that it is an armed garrison manned by the company of Macedonia troops. Place there was an outpost of the protect Pergamum. The difficulty was that the Thyatira was not capable of any prolonged defense. It lay in an open valley. There was no height that could be fortified, and all that Thyatira could ever hope to do was to fight a delaying action until Pergamum could prepare to meet the invaders. Thyatira had no special religious significance. It was not a center of either Gassar or the Greek worship. Its social hero god was called Thyrinomos, and he appears on its coin and horseback, armed with battle axe and a club. The only notable thing about Thyatira from the religious point of view was that it possessed a fortune-telling shrine presided over by a female oracle called the Sambath. Certainly no threat of a persecution hung over the Thyatira church. What then was the problem in Thyatira? We know less about Thyatira and about any other of the 7 cities and all. Therefore, seriously handicapped in trying to reconstruct the situation. The only thing we do know is that it was a great commercial center, especially of the dyeing industry and of the trade in woolen goods. It was from Thyatira and the Laodicea. Lydia, the seller of the purple, came. Acts 16:14. A ram that inscriptions discovered, we learn that it had an extraordinary number of the trade guilds. There was associations from the mutual profit and the places of people employed in the certain trade. There were guilds of workers in wool, leather, linens, and bronze, makes the outer garments dyer, potters, baker, and slave dealers. Here we think was the problem of the church in Thyatira to refuse rejoin one of these girls would be much the same as to be refuse to join a trade union today. It would be mean to give up all the prospect of the commercial extents. Why should Christians not join one of these guilds? They held common meals. This would very often be held in the temple, and even if not, they would begin and end with a formal sacrifice to the gods. That meat eaten would be meat which had already been offered to idols. Further, it often happened that these commercial meals would be occasional of a drinkers, rivalry, and slack morality. It is possible for a Christian to be part of such occasions. So thank you very much. May God bless you all richly. Amen. Tirzahyadav signing off.